Every Saturday, we highlight a local company with our partners at Indiana Grown, and I've got Gary with me here, owner of Garfield Brewery, Indianapolis. We're so glad you could be here today.
Well, thank you.
We love showcasing stories, especially breweries, because they have become so popular in Central Indiana.
Right.
I'd love to hear how you guys got started.
Oh, wow. Okay, so actually, I work for a rather large company in Indianapolis, and we form a group that went out on Thursday evenings, and we would go out and go to different breweries and, you know, just pick a different one every Thursday. And then one night after a few beers, there were several of us, and we decided, you know, I was the one that spoke up and said, you know what, we can do this. And we had like 10 or 12 people. Yes, you know, we're involved.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, then, so the smart ones over the next month or so got out of it, and that left too.
And then everybody else left.
Right. Right. So that left myself and Ted Herrera, and so he's actually the other brewer that we have, and so that kind of went from there. So,
but I imagine you've loved it, because it's hard to get the ball rolling on a company in general, but especially a brewery. So it must have been something that you just were passionate about and wanted to see through.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I've been brewing for many years and growing hops, and Ted was the head brewer back at Terre Haute Brewery back in the late 90s.
Oh, wow.
So he's got a lot of experience as well. So it worked out really well for us. And then after we got going, then it was like, okay, where do we want to go? And so, you know, it took us a while to kind of figure out, and we looked at other locations, and we kept going back to Garfield Park, and you know, we were like, I've been associated with Garfield Park for over 30 years and lived there for 15.
Okay.
You know, with family and others living in the park.
But you know the area.
And it kept coming back to us, like, this area makes so much sense. And what was really kind of funny is, as we got closer and really kind of decided on the area, we thought, well, let's meet with the neighborhood association. We'll take some of the beers that we've made, you know, small batches, and go over there. Yeah, and you know, and so we met with the neighborhood association. We said, what do you guys think about us putting a brewery in? We said, we're looking at this building, and it was like, are you kidding me? Heck yeah.
They would love
it.
So we have a great location there on Shelby Street. Tell me what makes Garfield Brewery different from other breweries. What can folks get when they come in, when they're able to come in person in the future?
Right.
But then as you can take away growlers and things too.
Well, so I think the big focus for us on beer, we do a large variety of beers. One of our seasonals we brought with us today in the growler is our watermelon ale.
It's a beautiful color.
Oh yeah.
Not what I would have expected.
This one is very popular, so everybody's been really excited about it coming back this year. So, we really focus on, I think our beers are approachable, and a big variety, and so I wouldn't say that we're the type of brewery. We've done very heavy hopped ales and things like that, but our neighborhood doesn't really support that well. I mean, they really, I think, you know, are more approachable, and so we try to keep, and you know, a good variety. So you can go in if you like a dark beer, if you like a coffee beer. One of the fun beers we did last year, we do a lot of things with our community too, because I mean, if you want Garfield Brewery beer, you have to go to Garfield Brewery. We don't distribute, so so we are very involved in the community. So one of the fun things we did last year is we actually gave out hop plants. We bought a dozen hop plants and gave them out to some of the neighborhood. So they actually went and grew the hop plants at their homes and then brought them back.
I was going to say, they probably brought them back and said, can I get a beer out of this place?
Yeah, so we made a beer out of them. So it was a lot of fun, So, and we work with the Arts Center at the park, and you know, do a lot of fundraisers with different organizations in the park, and with the farmers market and the library.
Folks who want to test this out today, what are your hours, and then they can do carry out?
We are open at noon till 8 today, I think it is.
Fantastic. Garfield Brewery, you said just south of the park? Just north of it?
North of the park, just about a block or two,
Fantastic.
And 2 blocks south of Raymond Street,
We certainly hope you guys do well during this pressing time. We love to support local businesses, and certainly hope folks at home
Thanks for having us.
Can do the same. Of course. All right.